On our debate tonight, perfectly balanced both sides. Dr. Gopalakrishnan, former chairman of the Atomic Energy Regulatory Board. M.R. Srinivasan, former chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission. Dr. G. Balachandran, consulting fellow at IDSA. My first question is to Praful Bidwai, who is a very well-known environmentalist and, of course, academic. Dr. Praful Bidwai, my question to you is, this is now taking it too far, isn't it? Complete freeze? I mean, how practical is it? I thought we were taking it case to case. Jaitapur, Kudankulam, each case on merit. But now this petition wants a complete freeze. Surely you too are not for it.
I'm totally for it because I think it's very clear that there are generic problems with nuclear power which are common to all facilities, including Kudankulam, Jaitapur, Tarapur, and so on. And the petition is a very reasonable draft which says that unless there is a very credible, independent review of the functioning of the Indian nuclear establishment and its power plants, all nuclear activity should be put on hold. Many countries are doing that. As you know, Japan is phasing out nuclear power, Germany is phasing it out, Italy has voted against it, Switzerland is doing the same, has voted against it. But the United States hasn't built a single nuclear power station since 1973. Now, the point is, the petition is, I think, extremely well argued. I've read it. It's drafted by some of the biggest people in the establishment, including a former cabinet secretary, several secretaries to the government of India, people in the scientific community, and it very clearly shows that the concerns raised about the safety of nuclear power, especially after Fukushima, are not going to be wished away by a self-serving Department of Atomic Energy bureaucracy telling people, oh, everything is fine.
No,
everything. Now, we know, for instance, let me just complete one sentence.
Yes.
The Russian nuclear reactors have been subjected to review by an independent commission in June, and that consisted of Ministry of Natural Resources, the regulators in safety in various departments, and the Russian Atomic Energy Agency, Rosatom, and they say that Russian reactors have 31 serious flaws.
But the new Nuclear Safety Regulatory Authority bill calls for peer review, sir, by international partners to ensure high safety standards.
I'm sorry, it is a completely... Not at all. It is a toothless bill. It allows the government to do what it likes. It can take out any area of nuclear activities from the purview of the authority. It appoints the authority. It can dismiss it. The authority is not independent at all. So this is not a reasonable safeguard. And I would say that from the revelations that have now come into the public domain from Japan, from Russia, from France, where a very critical review of the EPR has been conducted.
There was here also a review
installed in Jaitapur. There is a very serious problem. Our review here is a pure internal review.
Praful Bidwai, hear the other side. Praful Bidwai.
Not a credible review.
Dr. Srinivasan has raised his hand. Dr. Srinivasan, I thought there was a review here in April after Fukushima, but I don't think that was made public.
Well,
the whitewash.
Arnab, I want to tell you the following. I think you have to give me a chance. I think you are given Praful with adequate time.
Yes.
I think this initiative seems to be a totally unusual initiative. Here we have the Department of Atomic Energy, which is operating 20 reactors, and our oldest reactors have done 42 years of service, and we have a total of 350 reactor years of operation. We have had these reactors operating very reliably. Some of our reactors have got the #1 position in the global reactor in terms of operating capacity, plant load factor, and so forth. Some of our units have operated for 570 days non-stop, and all our reactors are monitored very closely by the Atomic Energy Regulatory Board, which has been in existence for the last 20 years. And now I would like to say the radiation levels in the plant, for the plant personnel and the surroundings have been monitored closely. All the information in the public domain. We have environmental survey laboratories at each of the power stations, and the discharges of radiation from all these places is far below
all our safety audits.
Internationally permissible level. Then please let me add one more. Let me add just one more point. We have had the World Association of Nuclear Operators peer reviews, and they have found the operating status of our plants totally satisfactory. Now, after the Fukushima event, we have suggested that the International Atomic Energy Agency also carry out its reviews. And of course, you must also remember one more thing. Please remember one more thing.
Take the other side.
The Indian Atomic Energy Establishment enjoys an excellent reputation internationally.
Sir, that is all right.
I cannot accept the proposition of some people who just want to criticize for the sake of criticizing without knowing the facts of the case.
Sir, 1 second, sir. The question is, I think, Dr. Gopalakrishnan raised his hand, and I want to go back to Praful Bidwai also after this. I'm simply saying there was a meeting which took place on the 26th of April 2011, led by the Prime Minister, who assured the nation at that point of time that the initial results of the 6 safety review committees set up by the Government of India after Fukushima will be made public. How much of that information is in the public domain today is one question. Dr. Gopalakrishnan, what did you want to respond to Dr. Srinivasan?
Dr. Srinivasan is talking about the heavy water reactor systems and how we build 20 and they are successfully operating is irrelevant. The whole question now is about the new reactors India wants to set up.
It is relevant.
No,
you are asking for shutting down of all reactors. It is relevant. Don't say irrelevant. Please withdraw your statement. Please withdraw your statement. It's not irrelevant. What you are saying is irrelevant.
It is irrelevant. It is irrelevant in the context
of the writ petition. What you are saying is irrelevant.
The writ petition.
You are irrelevant. Gopalakrishnan, you are totally irrelevant.
No, just.
Yeah, let's stick to the writ petition.
I have tolerated you all this time.
Not about reactor type.
No.
Not the way to debate an issue.
Dr. Srinivasan, allow Mr. Gopalakrishnan to please have his point of view.
Dr. Gopalakrishnan, he says operation of our reactors is irrelevant.
Sir, 1 minute.
And the writ petition is to stop the reactors operating. How can it be irrelevant?
Sir, may I please request that, I know you both of you have different points of view and you are both experts in your own right, and I must say that I caught between nuclear scientists. I plead ignorance. I only plead indulgence tonight. Please allow Sir Dr. Gopalakrishnan to continue, and then I come back to you because I'm going to Praful Bidwai after that. Yes, and of course Dr. Balachandran.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Arnab, what I meant to say is that all the reactors that Dr. Srinivasan is saying, I agree with him, they are working well. They are good reactors, and we have made a good name in pressurized heavy water reactors. But the problem is that all the reactors, you don't have to thank, I was also part of it. So you just keep quiet and listen.
I have to thank you. Look, I built them, You have regulated them, but I built them.
You please.
I built them, Remember that.
It's ridiculous.
I know your views.
Please remember, you only did the self-regulation.
Can you ask him to keep quiet? Can you ask him to keep quiet?
I request.
Because I think people like
let him
Dr.
complete.
Srinivasan, please understand that it is individuals like you who is causing
please. If you speak properly, then I am prepared to keep quiet.
Sir, let's debate the issue, gentlemen. Let's debate the issue. Let's debate the issue.
And the Atomic Energy Commission, it is the issue. The issue is that then why are you leaving all those good heavy water reactors and going in for French reactors and American reactors and everybody else's reactors?
We are building them. We are building 4 700 megawatt heavy water reactors. We are building 4 and
if those reactors are good, you build more of them. You build 700 megawatt PSWRs, you build 1000 megawatt PSWRs. We will have no problem.
Want to stop everything.
Then you build them. Then why are you on the side going for? You are under pressure from foreign companies. You are under pressure from the foreign governments and people like you.
We are under no pressure from anybody.
Resisting it.
You may be under pressure from somebody, but we are under no pressure from anybody.
There is tremendous.
Go ahead.
My question to Praful Bidwai. Praful Bidwai.
Yes.
Praful Bidwai. My question to Praful Bidwai. Mr. Balachandran, after that coming to you. Praful Bidwai, please explain to me, sir. I am told this organization called WANO, which is the World Association of Nuclear Operators, is the most prestigious international body of nuclear operators, of which India too is a member. They carried out, I am told, a detailed peer review of safety parameters in Kudankulam. And they found no major concerns. They gave it a green signal. Now, Dr. Praful Bidwai, some people will say, does Praful Bidwai know more than WANO?
No, hang on. WANO, the World Association of Nuclear Operators, is an internal nuclear industry organization which does back scratching for all the nuclear operators. These are the same people who certified the Fukushima reactors as safe, who certified the Chernobyl reactor as safe, who certified the 3 Mile reactor as safe. They are like a little cabal,
when
an international group.
There was no
I'm sorry, there's an international cabal of the nuclear industry which has no credibility at all. Its entire job is self-preservation and self-promotion, and I don't think its review carries any credibility whatsoever. So let me just say, we need to do our own review on the basis of independent experts, on the basis of independent experts, which include people from outside the Department of Atomic Energy, which include people like nuclear scientists and physicists and health safety experts, and only that will carry, and civil society representatives, that can carry some credibility. Until then, all our nuclear reactor activities must be suspended. Otherwise, we are sitting on a time bomb. And let us not fool ourselves. This is a country which is accident prone, which has a very poor safety culture, much worse than Japan or Russia or Ukraine. If all these terrible accidents could happen there, we are in for deep trouble. So I think let's be very cautious. Let's adopt the precautionary principle and be wise.